After a good play session, the kittens cuddle up for a nap, unaware that they've got company. Mari has been waiting patiently to meet the kittens. And now's her chance. She says hello in her own way. But there seems to be a language barrier. And those feet look awfully big. Mari tries blending in. Brave Snowball is the only ragdoll willing to go head-to-head with this oversized visitor. Turns out that big scary housemate is more like a gentle giant. The 5 ragdoll kittens find ways to play with just about everything. They're just not sure what to do with Mari. Poor Mari tries to join the party, but she seems to end it instead. Guess this playdate is exclusive to Cat Club members only. Until Snowball steps up and gives Mari the rundown on how playdates work. So playtime resumes with one new official playmate. Springer Spaniel Penny is still trying to make friends. She tries all her best tricks, but to no avail. Little Lulu is particularly shy. She's the smallest piglet, weighing just 2 pounds to her siblings' 3. And to her, this furry giant is just too much. So Lulu tries her best to blend into the decor. But Penny may have a chance to make at least one friend. Mighty piglet Maggie is growing in courage. In fact, she's rather curious about her big furry roommate. But sometimes new friends can be a touch too eager. Time to get back to some familiar faces. Back on the bird farm, the Pomeranians awake to find 3 little visitors outside their window, who look to be just the right size for 3 little pups to meet. Led by determined Finch, the boys rush outside to say hello. But when they get there, the fuzzy strangers are nowhere in sight. Until they hear a clue in the distance. These are not the 3 little birds the boys were looking for. So the brothers take their search elsewhere. Here's a place filled with birds, but these are too colorful. and 2 airborne. So Finch and his brothers carry on. But the farm is an awfully big place for 3 little pups. Just when they're ready to give up, a glorious sight appears before them. Not only the 3 friends they've been looking for, but a whole gaggle of new friends. Sparrow and Finch jump right in to say hello, while Wren gets a bit sidetracked. Herding is a natural instinct in many dog breeds. Dogs who nip at the heels of animals are called heelers, whereas dogs that lead the way are called headers. And the triplets look to be a bit of both. Soon Star and Tucker join in the fun and bring along a few friends of their own. Looks like these 2 flocks blend perfectly together. Over at the Golden Doodles house, the 12 pups are 7 weeks old, and this burgeoning troop needs some new territory to survey and occupy. Corralled in a puppy play area for safety, bold Sally explores the ups and downs of the new terrain, while little Louie gets a bit sidetracked from the road ahead. But soon, even this new territory starts feeling small for a dozen busy pups. The Golden Doodles can't climb out, so they try some other options. Seems Sally's got a better idea, and Trouble the pig is in on it. He slides the fence just enough for the pups to slip through. The great escape gets underway. It turns out Trouble has come to enjoy the little intruders. Out here, there's space to spare, and he's glad to have the company. At a wildlife education center in Florida, another story of unlikely friends is unfolding. Meet Darby, a muntjac deer, and Joey, a western gray kangaroo. While kangaroos tend to be fun-loving and at times mischievous, deer are generally docile and cautious. In the wild, an Australian native like Joey would never cross paths with a deer from South Asia. But these boys go way back. Their story began when Joey, a 5-month-old orphaned kangaroo, met 2-year-old Darby. The gentle deer helped the fast-growing kangaroo learn to play nicely. And the kangaroo got the deer to play a little more on the wild side. These days, the friends enjoy a leisurely life as roommates. The mismatched pals share their toys, their meals, and their grooming habits. But someone new is about to drop in on their serene world. Poppy is a young ruffed lemur, a native of Madagascar, and she's been misbehaving in the lemur den. The hope is that Joey and Darby's good behavior will rub off on the rowdy lemur. Darby and Joey keep the place mellow and stress-free. But mellow isn't in the lemur's DNA. Poppy's not the most gracious guest. She helps herself to the boys' food. not to mention their toys. The docile deer could do without Poppy's intrusion. But the kangaroo is mesmerized. And he soon wants in on the action. But catching up with Poppy is harder than it looks. It's springtime at a farm in Maryland, where young animals from all walks of life are encouraged to get to know their peers in the farm's nursery. Of course, the nursery needs some adult supervision. And that job belongs to an unlikely pair of friends. A teacup pig named Tinsel and a Flemish rabbit named Minnie. They're an odd couple, but the two go way back. When they were babies, Tinsel squeezed into the bunny's pen. And though the bunny was kind of aloof, the pig stayed close to her side. 2 years later, the mini pig and the big bunny are closer than ever. So close that Minnie doesn't pay much mind to anyone else. When it comes to their jobs at the nursery, they make a good team. Minnie takes her post in a private lookout, watching over everyone. While Tinsel enjoys being in the center of the bustling scene. She likes to get her snout up in everyone's business. But all that hobnobbing can be tiring. And the pig likes to get her rest nice and close to Minnie, whether Minnie likes it or not. Mom Hershey can finally lead her pups into the sunshine. Geronimo couldn't be happier with the arrangement. At last, he's got the house to himself again. Out in the farmyard, the pups make some new acquaintances. And Doogie shows a special interest. The pup who wasn't successful at winning over the cat now tries his luck befriending this bristly pair. Geronimo, meanwhile, back in the peace and quiet, is feeling like it's a little too quiet. He kinda got used to all that puppy attention. The cat's relieved to see the pup isn't getting far with those guys either. Doogie heads home without any new friends. But he's not ready to give up trying to make friends with the first fellow he found. And today, for the first time, Geronimo doesn't try to get away. Sometimes a little absence can make the heart grow fonder.